Hello and good afternoon, people. It's friends and neighbours. This is Clive, your host, and today we're going to delve into what's wrong with Heywood and why are we so apathetic. Now, I want to speak plainly, not as a broadcaster, but as a fellow resident who cares deeply about this town we call home. Now, Heywood is a place with history, with grit and heart. But come on, folks, let's be honest. Something's not quite right here. Walk through the town, as I did yesterday, and you'll see it. Shuttered shops, tired streets, a sense that we're waiting for something to change. Barber shops galore that we don't need. Takeaways that we don't need. Charity shops, for God's sakes. What has happened to Heywood? I ask people when I'm around, and I'll just say to them, said, what if a change is offered, right? What would you say if a change was offered to Heywood? And 9 times out of 10, people would say, it won't make a difference. Or, what's the point? This is what I'm saying. It's apathy, negative vibes. We don't want that. So what's wrong with Heywood? Now, I've been doing some digging around. And most of the things that's wrong with Heywood is, well, immediately, straight away, is neglect and underinvestment. For years, Heywood has felt like the forgotten sibling in Greater Manchester. Promises have come and gone, but the visible transformation has lagged behind. Even now, with this supposed 19.5 million earmarked for regeneration under the Plan for Neighbourhoods, many locals, well, a lot of locals, remain sceptical about what is going to happen to Heywood. Basically, what's going to happen with the money. Excuse me. One of the other things that come across when you talk to people in Heywood is antisocial behaviour. And there's a lot of that. Oh, and safety concerns for people. Excuse me. From off-road bikes tearing through downhill and everywhere else to shoplifting in the town centre. But of course you can you can go and shoplift, the police won't do anything. Safety is a recurring issue. The new PSPOs and Operation Dragster are steps forward, but they also highlight how deep the problems run. Disconnected communities, despite brilliant efforts like Heywood in Bloom and the BMX track revival in Queen's Park, how many times that's been done, God only knows, participation is patchy. The BMX track revival in Queen's Park, I mean, I've walked past there, and 9 times out of 10, you've got all these teens, and they're not using it as a BMX track. They're just using it as a meet-up place to probably do drugs and drink and this, that, and the other, and then cause a nuisance. Some groups thrive, but others struggle to get volunteers or even attention. Right now, I want to talk about the elephant in the room here. Right, and to me, I think it's a big one. It's apathy, and why so many people are disillusioned and disengaged. Right? I mean, disillusionment. Well, people feel let down, for God's sakes, by politics, by promises, by plans that never seem to land. When trust erodes, so does motivation. You've got distraction and fatigue. In a world of constant noise, it's easy to tune out local issues. National drama grabs headlines. Local matters feel small, even though they shape our daily lives. But they don't matter. If it's not national, nobody wants to know. I mean, a case in point, Everybody's banging on about this China thing with Labour, right? That's taking everybody's thoughts away from their own hometown. Bollocks to that. We need to know what is happening in Heywood. How are we going to change Heywood? How is the bloody council is going to change Heywood? And when this money is that, what have they done up to now with that 19.5 million? Well, they've started the new, the civic centre. Well, a lot of good that'll do. Putting a new bar in the civic centre and making it a place where, no, on hell's earth, that should not have been done first. It should have been pavements, roads. It should have been green spaces, housing. But no, we'll do the civic centre. Oh, well, whoopee-doo. Lack of clarity and connection. Well, many residents don't know how to get involved or whether their voice matters, come to that. Consultations happen, but they're not always accessible or well publicised. And boy, do we know that when it comes to the council. So, here's the thing. What can we do? As people that live in Heywood, what can we do? This isn't a call to complain. It's a call to bloody act. Show up. That's the first thing. Attend town board meetings. Right? Join local cleanup groups. Speak at the consultation. Your presence matters. That's what I've been saying all along. We need to put ourselves forward. Speak out like I'm doing, whether it's on social media, in your local pub, or on this very show. Talk about what you care about. Make a goddamn noise. And then, of course, my favourite, support grassroots efforts, like the Heywood and Middleton Reform UK North Hub, right? Support us. That's what we're here for. We need members. We need volunteers. We need people to goddamn help. It's not good just sitting there in your house, just moaning about, oh, I don't like the way things are going. I don't like this and I don't like that. For God's sakes, do something about it. I mean, groups like Restoring Hope, Heywood in Bloom, and Roach Valley Volunteers are doing the work. Let's back them up. That's what this needs. Use platforms. Start your own. Or use platforms like this one. I mean, as a community broadcaster, I'm committed to giving space to your stories, your concerns, and your ideas. Let's make Heywood heard. Heywood isn't broken. It's bruised. And bruises heal with the right treatment. So let's stop waiting. Let's start showing up. Thank you. And the other thing, of course, now, to me, you've got this money coming in. Well, supposedly, you've got this £20 million regeneration for Heywood. But who's getting what? Rochdale recently secured £20 million from the government's Community Regeneration Partnership Fund. Split over 2 years, 2024 to 2026, 2 years. And this has been used for projects like the Station Gateway redevelopment, new social housing, public realm improvements around Rochdale Station, all Rochdale. Heywood, meanwhile, has been awarded £20 million from the long-term plan for towns funds. The difference being, Heywood's funding is spread over 10 years, where Rochdale's is only 2 years, starting next year in April 2026. Now, why does all this feel unequal? Well, Rochdale's money is arriving sooner and being spent more visibly on big ticket projects already underway. Heywood's funding is still in the planning and consultation phase. God knows how long that's going to be. Visibility. Rochdale is a borough's civic centre, so it naturally attracts more attention and flagship schemes. But it's all stupid bloody projects where our money is going. But that doesn't mean Heywood is ignored. Oh, like hell. But it does mean the spotlight often shines elsewhere. Exactly. Because it shines on goddamn Rochdale. Perception versus process. Funding is often allocated based on competitive bids, readiness of plans and strategic priorities. Now look, I'm not saying anything here about the bloody councillors, but I believe that most of those councillors have their own businesses and they get contracts from the council. That is wrong. Based on competitive bids, readiness of plans and strategic priorities. Rochdale had shovel-ready projects. Well, of course they did. And a central location, which helped it secure early investment. Great. So what do we get out of this? Well, they say Heywood isn't being left behind. Well, it doesn't. It looks like that to me. In fact, it's been called a vanguard town for regeneration. Well, that's a laugh. Vanguard town. Have you seen it? £20 million Towns Fund. Here we go. Will support upgrades to the Civic Centre, Pine Square and local transport links. Local transport links. That's where Andy Burnham comes in. He'll get most of this money for the buses. New homes. Oh, now here, this is it. 72 are being built on the former. 72 homes are being built on the former Marine Rope site. Where will these happen? That's social housing. Because a pound to a pinch, these 72 homes will probably go to flaming immigrants, not to ordinary people. Civic Square redesign aims to create a flexible, accessible public space for events and community use. How many people use the Civic Square? To be honest, come on. I've never seen that many, and I've been here 30 odd years. What can we do? Come on, guys, what can we do? The concern is, to me, that Heywood's voice isn't loud enough. And we need local engagement. I mean, the Heywood Town Board is responsible for shaping how the 20 million is spent. Now, the Heywood Town Board, most of them are Labour. All right, they say we can attend consultations, all right? But if you do, they don't take any notice of you. Join local forums. Yeah, okay. And push for transparency, ambition in how the money is. And now that is a definite. We need to know what that money is spending, what they're spending that money on. In fact, there needs to be a goddamn audit. Anyway, I've been ranting long enough. I just need to know how you people feel. And I'd like to say thank you for listening. And I'll put some more information on the show later on. Thank you very much. Goodbye.